This presentation covers critical aspects of crimes committed by the Hellfire Pistons biker gang. First, the types and nature of offenses members perpetrate, from drug rings to violent assaults. Next, we examine the offenders themselves, leaders, violent actors, and drug dealers, and classify them using organized crime designations. Additionally, theories such as the social learning theory explaining social and environmental factors that allow these crimes will be highlighted. Finally, the importance of crime data and theories in enforcement responses will be underscored. Patterns in statistics inform agency coordination, targeting prosecutions. Gang members commit violent crimes, including premeditated murder, assault, and armed robbery. For example, the leader ordered a murder over stolen goods. They also coordinate organized, profit-driven criminal enterprises across state lines, such as narcotics and illegal firearms trafficking, vehicle theft, operating underground gambling, and dogfighting rings, burglaries, and fencing stolen merchandise. These interstate activities constitute continuing criminal enterprises. Criminal activities span multiple states and constitute interstate commerce violations. For example, the dog-fighting network draws patrons across state lines. Additionally, the gang exhibits a long-term pattern of criminal continuity. As career criminals, members perpetrate continuous offenses by exploiting criminal opportunities. Their criminality recurs by introducing new members to illicit pathways at a young age, as seen with the 17-year-old trafficker in this case. Gang leaders like the Mandalorian direct operations, while career criminals like John Wick carry out violent crimes even while on parole. The hierarchy also recruits juveniles like the 17-year-old member Deadpool for trafficking contraband, indicative of the strategic cultivation of new members. Thus, the offender structure entails both hardened adult career criminals in leadership roles as well as introduced juveniles learning pathways into criminality through gang inclusion. Leaders like the Mandalorian order murders and hitmen, like John Wick, execute them, while other members traffic contraband or operate rackets. These specialized roles reflect an organized structure. Directing leaders are classified as professional criminals or organized crime bosses, hitmen as professional criminals or enforcers, traffickers as racketeers or runners, and bookies as criminal enterprises. Gang activities reflect social learning theory, whereby members model definitions favorable toward crime and violence for one another through observation and mimicry. For instance, ordering hits against former members over drugs and motorcycles demonstrates violent retribution as an acceptable solution, further normalized by the gang. Prospective members then adopt these definitions that perpetuate criminality. The geography of gang operations in spaces such as abandoned parks demonstrates the absence of capable guardianship, enabling convergent settings that precipitate crimes. Furthermore, members struggling with poverty turn to illegal channels, resulting in competition and intergang violence over territory, drugs, and weapons, scarce resources in socio-economically disadvantaged communities. Crime analysis, statistics, and pattern recognition aid investigations by detecting hidden associations that reveal organized criminal facets. They indicate interstate coordination between leadership, out-of-state dogfighting spectators, and the trafficking of firearms and substances. Mapping the scope and networking of corruption exposes syndicate complexity, which is functional for strategic prosecution. Social learning theory explains how modeling and peer reinforcement promote definitions that favor criminality within the gang structure. Hence, multi-agency data coordination, including the FBI, DEA, and other analysts synchronizing statistics, is critical for mapping criminal embeddedness to guide strategic prosecutions, targeting the network. The Hellfire Pistons biker gang is involved in a range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, violent assaults, and organized crime. The gang's structure includes leaders, violent actors, and drug dealers, with a focus on recruiting and cultivating new members. Social learning theory and environmental factors, such as the absence of capable guardianship and poverty, play a role in perpetuating these crimes. Crime data and theories, including social learning theory, are crucial for enforcement responses. Goldstein and Decker provided additional insights into the drugs-violence nexus and the normative aspects of gang violence.